Yeah.
It's week 4 of the National Football League. And coming up, it'll be no holds barred between NFC West rivals. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Rams. Coming up next.
It was only opened in 2020, but quickly became one of the league's most recognizable venues. You're looking at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, California. Alongside Brock Heward in the booth, I'm Keith Scott. And Brock, we usually at this point talk about quarterback, talk about a game-breaking running back, a home run hitter when it comes to wideouts. No. Today, before this one, we're talking about a couple of tight ends.
And what a great game it is, Kate, to spotlight that position because we have two of the league's best. And when you go back and you watch the tape after the fact, with the ground game's running wild, it's usually these tight ends making blocks. When the passing game is getting it done, well, they play a role in the air as well. They don't get the headlines like you talked about, but these guys, man, they are cornerstones of their offense.
Plenty of season left to go. 3 months of football ahead as we are underway here at week 4. Evans now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Now, after that return, we've got an injured player getting some assistance as we momentarily step aside. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Stopping that play, Trenton Simpson. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
From the 29. Hits his running back. And he's going to go out of bounds. Looks a little short of the 35.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And again, they stalled him out at the line. He couldn't get it.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
So Rigoberto Sanchez, the man who will send this flying on 4th down. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. He has it at the 13. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. And bringing them out now, a quarterback who really knows how to make something exciting happen.
It's always fun, puts a smile on my face when I see a rookie leading an offense out. A lot of them look like 10-year vets with confidence and poise in the middle of that huddle, in the middle of their teammates. Well, let's watch his first couple throws. That's where sometimes you can see some of those nerves slipping through.
They've got 1st down from the 31. Kenneth Walker gets it for the first time. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. A look at his numbers on the ground from last week here. Second down now, 7 to go. From the 34. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're on him after about a 2-yard gain. Marshawn Lattimore up from the secondary for the stop.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Complete beyond the marker. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. Give him 13 on that play. And the Seahawks will have a first down.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Play action on first down. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Second and 10 now. He gets it complete to Kenneth Walker. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Third and long for him here. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And it's a touchdown as he brings it back for the pick six. Just tried a little bit too hard to get that third down conversion. Brock wanted so badly to keep that opening series going, and that one cost him.
Yeah, I think it's less, Kate, in this case about the throw and much more about crediting the defense who was ready and willing to be opportunistic, not just knock that ball away.
Yeah.
They wanted to take advantage of that opportunity, and they jumped on it.
He stopped on the return at the 27. So Seattle retakes the field for their second series. They aren't even quite sure what this team is going to settle in as this season, Brock, but already this is an important contest for them that could have... Back to the air following the pick six. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play.
Like this, Brock, sometimes you just got to ask your dude, show me what you got, man. Show off those wheels, and he did just that.
Yeah, beauty in simplicity, right?
Yep.
Now, when you run that fly route, you got to win right from the jump. And you got to protect yourself from the sideline, too. Don't get pushed to the boundary. Give your quarterback room to throw it up, and you can find pay dirt.
That one right down the middle. And the Seahawks tie this game 7-7. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Carter on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. So the LA offense getting out there for their second drive. And this is an interesting game for both they and their rivals across from them, Brock, getting a key division matchup so early in this season. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets up for a gain of about 4. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run in need of some attention. Second and 6 coming up here. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Laporta with the grab. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it to him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
Here's the give on 3rd and short.
It's results like that that drive coordinators nuts. Gray, wrinkles, all of it, Kate. You call something conservative. The last thing you're thinking is you're going to lose yards on a 3rd and 1 run.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now Seattle all set to go here on offense. And that last drive, no answer for what they were doing through the air, so expect some tighter coverage this time around. Throwing now from the gun. Short pass caught by his tight end. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Walker on 1st down. Juke the defender. And his gain is stopped on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. A quarter down, 3 more to go for these NFC West opponents. Scoreboard showing 7s on each side. We'll return to Ingle. About set for the 2nd quarter. Seahawks football here. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Staying with Walker. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Running with Walker again. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his wheels.
On 1st down, they'll run. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. This defense, right, they're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Another carry for him. And he may have just reached the edge of the red zone before going down. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Here's 2nd and 7. Oh, not like this. An interception ends that drive. And the Rams are going to have... Hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. Now that right there, that is rising to the occasion in the red zone, partner. Could have saved 3 points there. Heck, maybe twice that with that interception.
You know, these defenders, they're willing to bend and bend. These offenses are so good in this league, and they know how critical the red zone is. And when you get an interception like that, you just break. You break the will of that offense and the confidence, and those are big time. You're right. Put some points on the board for that defense with that effort.
From the 23. That's on target. Puka Nacua. And what a hit there. Ouch, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on second down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about third down at all.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
2nd and 13. Finds Laporta. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
To the air, 3rd and long. He finds Laporta. And he'll get it up to the 44.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And oh, just a hair too much on that kick. The punt lands in the end zone. This one's coming out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. Now following that completion, we see a man shaken up. Officials calling for a pause as he gets looked at. They're set up at the 35 now. To throw it on 1st down. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From midfield now. Taking a deep shot here. Brought in inside the 20. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, 1st down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Hand off to Walker from the gun. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And that hit stops him in his tracks. No gain on that one, and now it's 3rd and 8.
We call that play to surprise the defense, try to get to the goal line. But a quick adjustment by the defense, well, kept him in position to make the stop and ruin that play.
The Rams showing a nickel look. Third down coming up. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They're throwing it. Escapes the pocket. And this is caught. It's a Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take the lead just before halftime. Exactly the play they were looking for, Brock. They saw it, and he put it right on the money.
Yeah, it really was a perfect play. This is what it looked like in practice, but more importantly now to get it done in game time, that's what you're looking for. Amazing when it all comes together.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7. Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. Evans now to return. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. Not everyone's a fan of the out-of-town scoreboard. We'll keep our focus right here. Let's get back to football with a start in the second half. Sanchez has it all set for the kickoff. Here's Carter on the return. Return's looking good so far. The Seahawks ready for their next series, led out on offense by their quarterback. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage.
Oh, there's no question about it, Kate. That just infuses everybody. A little more bounce in your step now, both in and out of the huddle. And you want to pay off your special teams that sets you up for success.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. Launches one deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And it's going to be 2nd down. We give up the gut to Walker. And he's able to get back to the line, but that is all. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Here's a loft deep down the middle. He had it for a moment, but a quick defensive play. Jar it loose, incomplete. 4th down punt from the Seahawks, and that means we're going to see Michael Dixon head on to send it skyward. And this will be his first effort of the contest. And this one's away and looking. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline. The Rams set to go on offense once more. And it's not good, Brock, when you're discussing their punter as one of your early game MVPs, but they just haven't been able to get anything going so far.
No, you'll hear some old school coaches, especially defensive-minded coaches, Kate, and they'll say, hey, man, there's nothing wrong with the drive ending with a kick, right? As a quarterback and as an offense, maybe that was the way you played the game back in the day, but not modern football. You've got to go score.
And he'll get it up to the 27. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up an LA first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
Receiver in motion, going left. They'll run here on first. He loses the football. And the offense recovers. They can still advance it. Even 5 on that carry. Bring it up 2nd and 5. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock. But now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice. But kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Now he'll throw off the play fake. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home that sack.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This offense may want to try and disguise their run a little bit. I don't know if it's the O-lineman's stance. I don't know if it's a cadence. I don't know what it is. But after 2 straight plays going backwards, this defense is all over them.
3rd down from the gun. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. And he gets absolutely popped to end. The Rams are set to punt. And he's been one of the players of this game. He's been hitting it well so far. This is another big one. This lands deep into the end zone. We're picking things up at the 20 after the touchback. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. Give him around 6. That's going to make it 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 26 on 2nd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up. It cost him that catch.
Walker gets the 1st and more. And finally stopped at the 34. Now after that big run, looks like he's a little shaken up. Hopefully a big play isn't joined by a big... He's getting looked at now. So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. Plowing up the middle. and they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 31. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Sent to the ground by Kyler Gordon.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet. This is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They're turning to the option on 3rd and short. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Seahawks will try to kick as they send the field goal unit onto the field. And it's a 48-yard look for him. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
A dependable kicker, man, that is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The Rams headed out to the field now. And what's really been simply stunning, Brock, is how far we've made it into the game, and their passing game, it is still grounded.
Yeah, so as they're sitting here losing right now, what I hear you saying, Kate, is it's time for this offense to take flight?
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're all over him again. He's dropped at the line of scrimmage. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just times you got to run in the darkness. And when linebackers fill that hole like that right in the middle of the field, he ran right into the darkness and the pain of that linebacker.
This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
Oh, those linebackers. Those linebackers. They seem to be in the thick of every play and some of the quickest reaction times out there. He needed a quick reaction there to get a finger on the throw. It changed its direction.
To the right and hauled in by Laporta. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And the Rams are going to have a... He's dropping back to throw. Fits it through the middle. And he has it down officially to the red zone at the 20. It's a gain of 22. And it brings up an LA first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. He tosses right to the short side. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Hey, range is not an optional feature for middle linebackers in today's game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Throwing from the gun here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Intercepted in the end zone. And the Seahawks will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. They'll run. First give to Zach Charbonnet. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. He puts some power on a deep one left. He's got it deep downfield. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks can put this out of reach as they make it a 16-point lead. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down, period.
Yeah.
You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Extra point attempt coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Seahawks take a 3-possession lead. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Evans now to return. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. The Rams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And his performance has ailed against what has been a very stout defensive front. This hasn't been a contest to stack up there among his better showings, partner. They've made it real difficult to find any holes to hit, and there's been absolutely no space for him to work with. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Seahawks bringing the pressure, and they got him. Now this is the dreaded sight anytime there's a sack. He's hurting after taking that hit, and they're going to get out there to check on him. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Trying again, following the sack. Has him on the quick hitter. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You get this big old dude like him in the slot, it's an automatic mismatch advantage. You trade a little bit of speed, sure. You sure do get a lot of size. And anytime he's in the slot, you got to assume the ball's going his way.
Throw on 3rd down. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down. The Rams are set to punt. And he's been getting all of it every time out. This is away, and once again, he's caught all of it. His work begins at the 31. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. The Seahawks offense running out now. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays that followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake here. Headed out right. On the run right, throwing deep down. He's got it inside the 25. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle! The Seahawks keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. And that is his 4th touchdown reception of the game. And if you wonder how rare that is, only a couple of active players have ever achieved it in their careers. And it's been done less than 50 times in league history. They'll try this extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Seahawks make it a 24-point ball game. The kicking team ready for the Seahawks, and forward they run to send it away. Here's Carter on the return. It's an excellent return, but he gets popped at the end of it. Following the kick return, we've got somebody shaken up, so we're going to get a stoppage here as he's attended to. First and 10 now from the 30. Airing it out to start this drive. Completed over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Options are open here. It's 2nd and inches. From the 39. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's now his 2nd time that he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got... in the football.
New set of downs for him from the 46. They go play action on first. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along the route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
They go play action here. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
3rd and long for him here. Cover man is there, and he harmlessly knocks it away. Incomplete. Seahawks bringing out the punt team. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And it sails out of bounds. That's a good kick. Got all the way down to what looks like the 10-yard line before leaving the field. Out come the Rams on offense. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, they just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area of this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He can run it. And he gets this one up to the 10-yard line.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Short pass brought in. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. It's the 2-minute warning here in L.A. Rams hoping to make it look a little better before time runs out. 3rd and just 2 to go. Back to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. They get 40 on the big hitter. And the Rams are going to have a 1st down. So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. 1st and 10, looking to throw. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass. Looking for Sam Laporta with that one. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Able to find Nakua here. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front.
Oh, no, they get him yet again. Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The drive will start with a run by Charbonnet. And they needed more than one defender. Their powerful runner stopped for just 1 yard.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Wow, they're going to pass it here. That one's complete, right side. He picks up 15 on the play. And it sets up Seattle with 1st down. This is the type of performance a former quarterback just like yourself, Brock, can marvel at. He's carried a great performance through much of this game. Even as the defense adjusted, tried to slow him down, none of it mattered.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because these moments the game does slow down. It is so fast on the field for the normal person, but when a QB's in a rhythm like this, the game is slow and he is dicing them.
Oh, and he can't follow through. He had the deep shot for a moment, Brock, but he bobbled it and drops it.
With how hard it is to get an open look downfield, can't let the coverage off the hook with the drop. Saw open space, started running before he was able to watch the ball into his hands.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's loaded another one up. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
here, 3rd and long. He's trying to go deep again. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down. Punting unit out now. Michael Dixon will kick it away. That's taken at the 15. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Rams will take possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. His pass caught by Nakua. And he didn't get much time to secure it as he takes a shot. Good job to even hang on through that catch there. Second and 6 coming up here. He'll throw it. Laporta with the grab. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs. The outcome's decided here, but we got a timeout with 2 seconds on the clock so they can think it over before their final play. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Trying to push it deep downfield. And that last pass falls incomplete as this game comes to a close. So it's a win for the Seahawks. And their start to the season not cooling off by any means as they move to 4-0 on the year. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner Brock Heward and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks winners as we say goodbye from Los Angeles.
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, will we get the bag? Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it
you
back.
getting money, you really don't need to talk about it. Move quiet, you should try it, there's some cloud around it. Chase it, and overthinking the process. Outside of the gates, spewing that nonsense. On the phone, he begging women to come out. Back to back, calling until his minutes run out. Begging for loose change, just scraping to maintain. No sipping. Louis Hamilton on swerve lane to lane, on gang. We brainstorm until it rains and we drive a gang straight into the Hall of Fame. You need to pay attention. I was 17 and had them shipping the benzin. I was 16 eating steak with Russell Simmons. I was 15 in the basement with a vision I could
run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Stuff it in your Birkin bag, cause he don't eat with that. Run it back. We run the numbers up and run it back. Run it
Time
back.
to add to the cipher. Time is money, time to run the numbers higher. They're hustling early, it's hardwired. Photo bezel, frozen echo, black attire. $1 million make a follow a messiah. Is you a charlatan or really take them higher? We in demand, distributors and suppliers. Been getting bands and signatures on the flyers. Listen, gotta make moves if you really want it. Desperate Jews eat your food, that's how they be on it. It's a must that we hustle today and escape from round table discussing the way that we get to the rack. Matter the game that you play, I'm just stating the facts. The aim of the game to be caking and making the max. I was 20 with a stack, 19 with a plaque, 18 neck icy with my Kango hat. I told him,
Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. You see us out here getting to the bag. Run the numbers up and run it back. Run it back. Let's run the numbers up and run it back. Oh no, when we get the bag. Yeah, don't you get too mad. Run it back.
ambition. I can truly give about the competition. I'm in another atmosphere, I'm on another mission. Yeah, you know that boy Logic put pen to page like a petition. You always switching up your whole position. I can see it in your face like an esthetician. Food for thought, it's the highest caliber nutrition. Everything come out my mouth, that's my own cognition. I got out the hood, then got money in addition. I remember when that boy ain't had no pot to. They wouldn't let me in, so I never asked permission. Tours like a war, I'm getting minimum 5 mil permission. Hit the ignition and beat the emission. Like a clinician more than a musician. My flow rare like a first edition. Report for dismission. Everything I ever thought of, it came to fruition. King of the transition. We never switch and peep the acquisition, no omission. Your lyrics dry it in the prepare for collision. Then the satellite that's on an orbiting mission.
I remember we didn't have any permission. Never forget it, we on a mission. I remember that they didn't even want to listen. Now we cooking, we ain't even in